I'm Keith Miles, President of Streamline Management Group. In the last two videos, we heard from Zoe Taylor and Patricia Kopek, talented young professionals at Intrigue Media. They told us a number of things that millennials want to see in a work environment to entice them to join and convince them to stay. But in this brief video, we'll summarize and cover the implications of what they shared, what organizations need to have in place to engage and retain this generation. Let's get started. Please note, a number of the initial questions come from Gallup Corporation's Employee Engagement Survey. One of these being whether it's important to individuals that their fellow team members are also committed to quality, to performing well. Millennials want to grow quickly in their careers and want to be on high-performing teams with growing organizations with opportunities to advance careers. It's important to them that their peers have the same growth orientation and passion to do their jobs as they do. They want a measure of fulfillment from their work. They see their work hours as an investment, so they look to contribute to a broader, outside their organization purpose. Growing personally, corporately, being fulfilled, to see their work as meaningful beyond just profitability, impacting a broader community or purpose. Millennials want a clear sense of what's expected from them. This is absolutely required, and they expect this. It's not just the achievement of annual goals. Zoe referred to knowing they've had a fulfilling day, which means they expect to be guided how they can best contribute through their daily actions. This requires a more detailed analysis than just setting annual goals or targets. They want flexible guidance in case they want to try a better way and not to be micromanaged, which would dampen their creativity. This guidance shows them we are interested in their continued success. Practical daily guidance without micromanaging to show our interest by highlighting ways they can optimize their contribution. Goals and objectives are important but should include corporate, team, and personal leadership and development goals. They want to see their impact upon the organization's progress, and by including personal and leadership goals into our coaching conversations, they can see the impact of their actions on the organization, and broader goals show them their contribution, their development is important to the organization's ongoing success. Gallup asks whether the individual has had a conversation with one of their leaders about their progress in the last 6 months. Zoe and Patricia said Intrigue leaders briefly sit down with them every 2 weeks and every 90 days for an in-depth chat. This feedback needs to be personal and frequent to prevent problems and to allow people to make adjustments to give them an opportunity to be successful in the coming year. Nothing demonstrates that our people are important more than spending our time individually coaching their progress. This requires that leaders pay attention and dedicate our time wholeheartedly, for half-hearted or rushed coaching discussions wouldn't help. Would high-performing millennials like to be ranked on a curve against fellow team members? Emphatically no. I'd run, Zoe said. Millennials expect to be evaluated against the job, not just compared to their peers. Forced rankings may be the fastest way to eliminate millennials from a workplace. Leaders need to develop, for every role, a picture of what daily strategic activities look like, which is what our periodic coaching discussions would be about anyways, so we can objectively assess their performance against the job and not just compare them to their peers. So to sum up, to attract and keep the best millennials, keep these things in mind. They look to us to create a meaningful, career-building workplace. They are growth-focused, intensely interested in personal development. They see their work hours as an investment and want to contribute to the org's success in a meaningful way, but also beyond profitability to a larger purpose that makes the world a better place. They expect managers to be interested enough to guide them, to help optimize their contribution, but flexible, receptive to different approaches so that we might leave room for their creativity without micromanaging. They expect corporate, team, and personal goals to all be important. They expect frequent personal feedback and to be assessed objectively against what is expected from the roles they perform, rather than compared to their peers. They want to contribute as members of high-performing teams without being penalized if their entire teams are awesome. Leaders need to give guidance to help them better contribute with frequent coaching to demonstrate our interest in their progress. These are the things they're looking for. What a great learning experience. Thanks for joining in the conversation. Feel free to share this with other leaders, and until next time, execute well.